Let's do this, baby girl. Say goodbye to the gang.
Elizabeth wants to come too.
Okay, Elizabeth can come, but that's all. Come on.
Sorry, guys.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, so I think I'm gonna skip out early and try and catch a few innings of Danny's game.
Oh, I'm sure you'd love that. Hey, what do you want to eat tonight?
Would you eat at Mazzoni's?
Ugh, don't make me.
All right, that's okay. I'm good with whatever.
Mommy, Elizabeth wants some ice cream.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about what am I doing right now?
Smile.
Go!
Have fun. What happened?
Goggles.
The goggles.
Squeeze just to the bar. Power squeeze just to the bar. Come on, that's right. Keep working. Come on, move right there. Good. This one. Come on, get your nut. Out of the way. Good job right there. Way to finish. Ah!
Hey Fletcher, Coach Freeze here. We're all very excited to have you come play ball at Lambeth. We'll see you in preseason.
Good morning, sweetheart. This is day 2. Would you like to sit up?
What's up, Fletch?
PM, Fletcher would like to show us something. Good job, boy. A few months ago, there's no way you could have done that. We're proud of you. Can't keep a good man down, son. What are you gonna do now?
I'm there.
Still be there when we get back. Everyone loves the picture I posted of you.
This is so easy.
When I was 16, I wasn't thinking about how my life would end up.
Things turned out differently? I don't know. I wanted to be an athletic trainer. Well, I actually wanted to be an athlete, but I wasn't very good at sports.
They wanted me to play football in high school, but I hated football. I liked my cat, Bo.
Maybe I'd be married to that girl I was hanging out with freshman year. She's married with a baby now.
I wanted to design video games, but that's probably a pipe dream. Maybe I wouldn't be doing anything. Maybe I'd still be trying to figure it out. But at least I'd have that chance.
Life keeps racing forward for everyone, except me.
He decided he was going to go Christmas shopping with a friend. He looked down at his phone to read a text message, and he veered into the oncoming lane, and he hit them head on.
Someone was driving and not paying attention. An accident happened, and my nephew was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I was home about 3:30, I guess, and at that point, the principal calls, and I got this just terrible feeling at that time. Wow, something had happened. Maybe Connor had cheated on a test, which at that point was my worst nightmare. Oh my gosh, wow, what did my kid do? When she had asked me if I was sitting down or standing up, I sort of, again, had that sinking feeling. And of course, when she told me that Connor had been killed, you don't really remember that moment. So on that day, as I understand it, he started to do what was part of the normal routine at that time in October, which was training for cross country with his friends. And about 4 of them were heading to the park, as they did every day. They'd all cross the street. And on this one particular occasion, he went across the street. The driver hit him right around the school area. And he was hit in the center of the vehicle and thrown across the street about 75 yards.
Have a chat, tell you what happened to me. When I was 21 years old, driving home from my college graduation ceremony, driver on his phone was so distracted, he turned left into the intersection at a red light. Another car, an 18-wheeler, swerved to miss him and hit my family's car. And the resulting collision actually killed both of my parents. I spent 2 months in the hospital fighting for my own life, and then 2 more months in a rehab hospital, learning how to walk again, learning how to speak again, learning how to dress myself and how to feed myself. I live with a partially paralyzed body. I didn't have my daddy to walk me down the aisle when I got married.
Having sort of like met JC, because you look at JC and sort of give those same reasons.
Usually I use my phone to change a song on. I try to use it as little as possible, but
I'm not gonna look at my phone ever again.
Honestly, if I have been sitting at a red light, I'll glance down to see if my mom's texting me, but the people's lives that are impacted from something that is so stupid.
I can assure you on my drive home right now, I'm not going to use my phone and drive, and I'm not going to do it when I go to work tomorrow and the next day after that until, it becomes a habit, and that just doesn't happen at all.
I know this is hard, I'm sorry, it's hard for me too, but this is real. You have the power to really actually make a difference and do something about it.
Thank you.
Put people through what I've put people through. It's not worth it. I tell my story, and one thing that I tell the kids is, you know, I want them to look at me and be able to say, I do not want to be him. I don't want to do what he did. I don't want to cause the pain that he's caused. Living at home with my parents, on my way to work, I made a choice to text and drive. I go across the center line and I hit another car. And in that car were two men that were also headed to work, and they were both killed on impact. Both were loving husbands and fathers, had families, had children. The one man has a daughter, and she's about my age, and one day in court, she got the chance, their families got the chance to get up and address me, to say anything they'd like to say to me. And she gets up and she talks about her wedding, about how she had just gotten married. She talks about her wedding and talks about how her father wasn't there to walk her down the aisle. And she turned to me and she looked right at me and she said, because you took that from me. And she was absolutely right, I did. My selfish decision to text while driving took that opportunity from her and her father. I thought that the message that I was sending was more important to me than that opportunity was to her and her father. That's something that I think about every single day. Something that I regret every single day. Up to that point, I was invincible. Nothing bad was going to happen to me. And yeah, texting while driving, I did probably 90% of the time when I drove. That was driving to me. Just driving, being on your phone. It wasn't driving and texting, it was just driving. But one thing I do know is that if I could go spend every single day of the rest of my life in that 23-hour lockdown cell to bring back those two men's lives, I would do it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't hesitate. I would go stay on that floor every single day to save those lives. But I can't. It's too late for me. I already made that decision, made that choice, and I regret it every day. Just look at me. Say, you don't want to be me. You don't want to put people through what I've put people through. You don't want families to go through what I've put families through. You will regret that message every single day. Every day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't wish I could go change and take back what I did, and I cannot. I just hope that going out and speaking to others and sharing my message, they can save someone's life. The solution is easy. It is easy. Put your phone away when you drive and you might have saved someone's life that day. It's simple. I think back now and I mean, what was I thinking? It is clearly dangerous.
If I get a text, I'll look at my phone.
It's definitely texting.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Snapchat. I do Snapchat and drive sometimes.
Is that like making Snapchats or watching them?
What, making them.
A, texting is like my main form of communication.
Boredom, honestly.
And B, well, no, I guess no, it's really just A.
If someone that you like texts you, you're like, you can't just like let it sit there without just knowing what they said.
Because what if something exciting's happening or something happened?
Like every time I do it, I think about it, I'm like, why am I doing this? And then I just keep doing it.